Hello, Cindy here. I hope everybody is doing great. So you guys might have been watching my series, The Truth About Men. I'm going to turn this ringer down. Sorry about that. So you guys might have been watching my series, The Truth About Men, which is all about communication, understanding men, also, showing up in that feminine way, and femininity isn't always what we think. So also while being authentic, and you might be going, how in the heck do I do all this? So today what I want to talk about, to add a cherry on top of the cake, is I want to talk about the things that actually bond a man to you. What creates that significant bond? So, when it comes to when you're dating somebody new, there's these feelings, right? There's dopamine, epinephrine, what else? There's the hypothalamus that gets activated, and the amygdala. So all of these things, create a rush, they create excitement, and it creates that connection, right, of love. So now when does this fade, or how do we continue to create that? Also create a deeper bond with him, because we can actually feel that excitement with a lot of people. However, we can't create a bond with a lot of people, something that lasts. Now, you guys, I work with women all the time, and I'll have women come to me and go, gosh, okay, I met this guy, he's really amazing, I'm really liking him. And the number one thing they do first is they stop dating other men. And I'm going to tell you that's the biggest mistake you can make. And I'm going to tell you why in a moment. So it's because, first off, you don't know where it's going, right? And men bond with a woman who has a strong center with herself and really loves herself to know what she's worth, right? So she also can communicate what her wants, needs, and desires, right? So there's that piece. Also, she's not stopping dating other people right away. And women hate this because we don't like to date other people. We really, for the most part, don't want to mess with it. We prefer to just keep it to one if we really like one. However, it becomes really tricky because he's not usually at that stage yet. He might say that he is, or he might say, I don't want to date anyone else right now, because he could be one of those types of guys. You also get to pace the relationship. The thing is that people appreciate things that feel like higher value. People appreciate things more that feel like higher value. It's just human nature. And men are no different than that. Men actually like to know that you're somebody that it isn't just going to be easy. You're not just a rollover. You're not just going to commit, because then he starts to think in his mind, well, maybe I can get somebody better. Maybe this isn't all I'm going to get. So what I recommend is keeping your own life, continuing to date. You don't rub it in his face or anything, but you want to continue to open up your heart. I also invite you to look at, how is this person treating you? Because we oftentimes look at our operating system, right? So here's the thing, there's the golden rule, treat people how you want to be treated, correct? Not really. That's not usually how it goes. We treat people how we've been treated. I want you to hear that again. Golden rule. We treat people how we'd like to be treated, or, we do unto others as we'd like done unto us. However, that's not usually how it's done. Especially when you're in any kind of relationship, romantic or not. You can actually look at all of your relationships and really look at the pieces of, when is it that I start to show up in a way where I'm afraid I'm going to lose this person? Because that shows up as needy. That shows up, and most women that I talk to, that's their worst nightmare. However, that's the thing that comes up a lot. So if he doesn't do something, or you're bonded to him sexually, and I don't recommend giving a man boyfriend benefits that's not your boyfriend. If that's what you want, if you're just cool with like, hey, keep it casual, if you meet, so that's on you, because that's the way you set it up. But don't do it. What creates the bond is the tension, and also him knowing that he gets to put effort into your relationship together. Stagnancy actually creates a disconnect. So if you're with a guy all the time and you're always doing the same thing, that is boring. So you need to do pattern interrupts, whether it's, like a day trip, to the beach, or, a fun park picnic, or, something along those lines, so that you can actually do something different. And it can be hard, right? You might have kids, but set yourselves up for success. And you might be thinking, well, Cindy, you always say, let him lead. Yes, let him lead. Also, a way to do that is he says, hey, let's get together. You want to watch that movie? Yeah, that sounds good. What else do you think? I know we talked about going to that concert in the park, or, something like that. When you bring those things up and you bring it up to the surface, and because we're creatures of habit, we tend to do things habitually. But if we change it up, it creates a deeper bond. It creates a deeper bond. And the deeper connection also happens when he's not always getting what he wants. And I know that sounds weird, but it's true. If you're standing in your power, you're actually choosing what really works for me. What are my values? I teach the Fabulous Five. If you have your Fabulous Five values and you are looking at him, how is he treating me? What am I accepting? And what's so great about this guy if I am accepting so little? Right? That's why you got to continue to date, because he's got to prove to you that he's going to be that person that's actually going to show up for you, right? But that the bond stays when you are valuable. And what keeps you valuable is putting the oxygen mask on your face for self-love activities, which I can talk more about that, and like 6 steps to really creating that bond, because it all starts with you guys. It really does. And I'll also put a link to today's the last day you can get all access to my Truth About Men video series. It's amazing. So you want to just definitely do that. The links below. If you want to get lifetime access, you can you could do that for only $27. So I'll drop the link below. I hope this was helpful, you guys. Just, remember that the very thing you resist is the very thing that gets to be looked at and done. And looking at what am I being triggered with? He's triggered too. So how do you create that connection where you both get to choose? Because love is a choice every single day. These dopamine, all of this stuff, it wears off. Yet you can still create that deeper bond by continually showing up in your power and being the chooser of your destiny, not in a bitchy way, but really showing up to create, for yourself and checking in. Because a lot of times we get foggy when we're in a connection, we're dating a guy, and we can't even access our intuition or, what decision's the right decision. So I support you guys a lot with some work you can do to know that for sure when you're looking at connections. I hope this helps you guys. I feel a little all over the place today. It's been kind of a crazy day, but I'll put the link in. I'll see you guys next time tomorrow. Bye-bye.